Good morning, friends, and thank you for joining us for our family story time on Thanksgiving today. Happy Thanksgiving, and I hope everyone is having a wonderful and safe holiday. So, in honor of Thanksgiving, I thought we would have a Native American story time today, and I have a wonderful picture book about fry bread and a neat nonfiction book about powwows that we're going to learn a little bit about. But first, I thought we should be thankful for the lands that we live on. So I thought we could start with a land acknowledgement. That's kind of a big word, land acknowledgement. So what that means is that we are going to give thanks and acknowledge and pay respect to the communities, the indigenous communities. Indigenous is another big word for Native Americans. The indigenous communities that lived here long before America existed. So for so many, many years, they were the ones that took care of this land. And I am thankful that we're here in West Liberty, so I thought we should be thankful for those communities. So the three indigenous communities that lived in this area of Iowa were the Sioux, the Meskwaki, and the Kickapoo. That one's a fun one. You should look up the spelling for it because it's not what you would expect, but it's pronounced Kickapoo. So those three communities were the ones that lived here, and we are thankful to them. So the first thing that we're going to do after our welcome song is read about some fry bread. Are you guys ready? Should we do our welcome song? Okay, let's warm up those hands. And we're going to go, hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Hello, friends. So, are you ready for it? Fry Bread, a Native American family story. Written by Kevin Noble Millard and illustrated by Juana Martinez Neal. And I love the back of this too. You can see their whole family on the back. Perfect for Thanksgiving when we're spending time with family. And this is really neat. If you guys check this book out to take home, this has all sorts of names of different tribes and indigenous communities that were found all across the United States. And there's still so many communities and reservations still here. So a lot of these are living cultures that are still here and that we should be learning about. Fry bread is food, flour, salt, water, cornmeal, baking powder, perhaps milk, maybe sugar, all mixed together in a big bowl. Fry bread is shape. Hands mold the dough flat like a pancake, roll round like a ball, or puffy like Nana's softest pillow. Fry bread is sounds. The skillet clangs on the stove, the fire blazes from above. Drop the dough in the skillet, the bubbles sizzle and pop. Fry bread is color. Golden brown, tan, or yellow, deep like coffee, sienna, or earth. Light like snow and cream, warm like rays of sun. Fry bread can be all of these colors, just like we can. Fry bread is flavor. See beans or soup, smell tacos, cheese, and vegetables, delight in honey and jam, rise to discover what brings us together. Fry bread is time. On weekdays and holidays, supper or dinner, powwows or festivals, moments together and with family and friends. Fry bread is art. Sculpture, landscape, portrait, our daily craft, shared from teacher to student, a cycle of heritage and fortune. See that they're making baskets together, and they also have these beautiful dolls that I'm sure are specific to their community of indigenous peoples. Fry bread is history. The long walk, the stolen land. Strangers in our own world. With unknown food, we made new recipes from what we had. Fry bread is place. Alaska, Kansas, all the way to Maine, down to Delaware, onto Georgia, over to Oklahoma, Colorado, and California. Cities and lands we call home. And here are all those words, just like in the beginning. All of these are tribes and communities. Fry bread is nation. So I'm not going to be, I can't say all of these. I forgot to look up how to pronounce all of these. But Apache, we've got the Sioux Indians. The Sioux community was one that was here in Iowa. We've got the Sac and the Fox and hundreds of tribes. There are so many. Fry bread is everything. Round, flat, large, small, north, south, east, west, brown, yellow, black, white, familiar and foreign, old and new, we come together. Fry bread is us. We are still here, elder and young, friends and neighbor. We strengthen each other to learn, change, and survive. Fry bread is you. And then we have a recipe for Kevin's fry bread. That's our author, Kevin Noble Millard. So he gave us his recipe for fry bread so we can make it at home. There's the instructions, and then there's an author note. So if you guys check this book out and take it home, you guys can learn all about each of these pages. Fry bread is food, fry bread is shape. It tells you more about it so you can learn even more about the community that makes fry bread and about fry bread. I love this one. So this one and others are available. Let us know if you'd like to check them out. Okay, next I have a book called Powwow, A Celebration Through Song and Dance. And this one is also available for checkout, and it has recipes, it has songs, it has just so much history and modern culture. This is about the indigenous communities of Canada, but there's a lot of overlap on the border. Since we're pretty far north in the United States, there are some overlap of some of the tribes and communities that live here. So let's take a look. The first thing I have is powwow songs and dances. And I wanted to read you this wonderful quote from a traditional dancer, Eli Snow, from the Stoney Nakota tribe, and he's the grandson of Chief John Snow. He says, "We have a beautiful life. We have songs for when we are celebrating, when we are happy, when we are sad. We have songs for mourning and for births. We have songs for everything." And then on this next page, I learned something cool. It says, some songs use vocables. They're syllables that aren't words referring to specific things. Vocables help people share their songs among people who speak different indigenous languages. So that means when they had communities that spoke different indigenous languages that came together for powwows, vocables are vocal sounds that they could make that meant certain things so that they could all participate in this celebration together still. And I think that is absolutely beautiful. Very neat. So there's that for you. So it is time. We just have a short story time today since you guys have Thanksgiving and have to get back to celebrating. Thank you guys for joining us, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Until then, let's do our goodbye song. Should we get those clapping hands ready? Okay, and we're gonna go, goodbye friends, goodbye friends, goodbye friends, it's time to say goodbye. Bye friends, see you next time.